Hey my dudes, welcome to my apartment bakery. Thursday is for buns, and as we are doing more than ever this week, obviously they were the first thing I got started with. Dough number 1 got popped on the mixer, and I immediately moved on to the apple filling. I needed to do this quickly, as not only did the filling have to cook, but also cool before I could use it in the buns. I used 2 types of Swedish apples, Aroma and Discovery. I always use at least 2 varietals because I can never remember which types hold their shape and which become like applesauce, so I was hedging my bets. Dough number 1 was done, so it got put in the fridge to rest, and dough number 2 went into the machine. While that was happening, I made the butter filling for the buns. I put just a touch of cinnamon in it. I wanted just enough to help the apples taste more like apple-y. Finally, the apples were cooked to my liking, and I added a bit of lemon juice for brightness. Fortuitously for all of us, I am an apple picking genius, and one of the varietals was a sauce apple, and one of them was a keep it together apple, so the filling was perfect. Dough number 2 was done and also went into the fridge, and dough number 3 went into the machine. I mixed the butter and sugar for the bars and immediately grew suspicious. I had just made this batter the other day, and it felt wrong, so I checked my math and I had made a typo in my spreadsheet. The standard size batch was supposed to have 135 grams of sugar, but instead it said 235. So when I calculated the large batch, I ended up with like 600 grams too much sugar. Fortunately, I caught the problem before I added in the other ingredients, and I'm just going to save this sugar butter mixture and turn it into next week's bun filling, but it was a stressful moment. Dough 3 was done and the last dough went into the machine, and I started adding egg to the new butter sugar mixture. This time everything felt as it should. I added the almond flour, mix it in into additions. Dough number 4 was done and I put that away, and now I'm just realizing I got exactly 0 film of me adding chopped hazelnuts to the batter. Oops, but okay, so you guys know there's a bunch of chopped hazelnut in that batter as well. I greased and lined the baking pans, divided the batter into 4, and started baking them off 2 at a time. Finally, it was bun time, and I'm thinking by now maybe you guys know the drill, but it's roll out, slap on the filling, spread it out, in this case slap on filling number 2, spread that out, fold into 3, re-roll, cut into strips, and then I went with my favorite little swirly I've been vibing with all year. But the buns were made and put away, and then I made a honey caramel sauce for the hazelnut bar topping. While that cooked, I chopped the hazelnuts by smashing them. This is way faster than cutting. Once the caramel sauce was ready, I poured it into the hazelnuts and then threw that on top of all the trays, divided equally of course, and then threw those 2 at a time into the oven to bake again. Then I made more buns. Sing it with me, you guys. Roll, plop, spread, re-roll, cut, swirl, freeze. Last time from the top. Roll, plop, spread, re-roll, cut, swirl, freeze. Woohoo! The last hazelnut bars were out of the oven looking gorgeous, and that was that for Thursday. See you tomorrow. Hey,